In this video, I'll show you how to use the light sensor feature on your microbit. This lets you measure ambient light levels, detect when a shadow is cast on your microbit, or when a light is aimed at it. If you need to learn how to set up your microbit for the first time, check out the first video in this tutorial series, linked in the video description. The microbit doesn't actually have a separate dedicated light sensor. Instead, it uses the LEDs on the front of the board. Under normal operation, LEDs convert electrical current to visible light. However, they can also operate in reverse, converting visible light to electrical current. The microbit can measure this effect and use it to determine the light level. To demonstrate how the light sensor feature works, let's write the light level value to the serial monitor like we did for the accelerometer in a previous video. Click on the Advanced button, then go down to Serial, drag out a serial write line block, and snap it inside your forever block. Then, go to Input, select the light level block, and snap it inside the serial write line block. As with many other features, the microbit simulator in your web browser gives you a way to simulate the light level. In this case, it's this circle that you can click on to drag up and down. We see that the value goes between a minimum of 0 when the circle is completely dark and a maximum of 255 when the circle is completely bright. Note that unlike the accelerometer, the light sensor value does not have corresponding physical units. Instead, 0 corresponds to absolute darkness, where no light is hitting the microbit at all, and 255 corresponds to the brightest amount of light that the microbit can detect. If you increase the light level beyond that, the sensor value will stay saturated or maxed out at 255. If you download the code to a physical microbit and then click Show Data Device, you can see how the light values change under different conditions. For example, when you tilt the microbit towards or away from a window, or when you cover the LEDs. Note that the microbit uses the top row of LEDs for light sensing, but not the others, so if you cover the top row, the light value should read 0. Checking the light values in the serial monitor is useful for calibrating your sensor, because the values will depend on your specific conditions. And for example, as we'll see next, if you want your code to do something when light exceeds or goes below a certain threshold, you'll need to know what the values are depending on the lighting conditions. To trigger an action when light goes above or below a certain threshold, we can use an if-else statement like we have in previous videos. If you haven't watched those yet, we recommend going back and watching them first. Again, you can find the link to the rest of this playlist in the video description. So I've added an if-else statement. I'm going to get a comparison block and snap it into the condition for the if-else statement. And then I'm going to go to Input and get my light level block and snap that into one of the values for the comparison block. Now I can decide what to do, and this will depend on your project. For example, let's say I would like to display something on the screen when my light level exceeds a certain value, and this is where that calibration we did with the serial monitor becomes important. I saw that my light level went over about 200 when I shined the flashlight on the microbit, so I'm going to say when my light level is greater than 200, I want to take a certain action, like showing a smiley face on the screen because that means it's nice and bright. Otherwise, if my light level is less than or equal to 200, I want to show a frowny face on the screen. We can verify this behavior in the simulator by clicking and dragging to change the light level, and we see that when I exceed 200, it switches to the smiley face, and when I go back below 200, it switches to the frowny face. But you'll want to test this code in the real world by downloading to a physical microbit so you can test it with actual real-world light levels. At this point, what you do with the light level is up to you. If you'd like to do what you saw at the very beginning of the video, go to the LED menu and use the Plot Bar Graph block. Snap the light level value in for the first number, and then change the second number to 255, since that's the maximum value for the light level. Now, when the light level increases, the screen will light up more LEDs, and when the light level goes down to 0, all but one of the LEDs will turn off. You could also experiment with the music blocks and use the light level to change the volume or tempo of a sound or melody. See if you can make your own light-controlled musical instrument. You can also track light levels throughout the day using the Data Logger extension, but that's a topic for a future video. Check out the links in the video description for the rest of our microbit tutorial series and lots of fun science projects you can do with a microbit. For hundreds of other projects in all areas of science and engineering, check out our YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new project. Thank you for helping us inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers.